What's up, y'all? Jay. What's up, y'all? It's Corn. Waiting on Jay right now, with another video of black graffiti. Um, yeah, a nice little topic for y'all today. Uh, I had a topic to talk about. I was gonna switch it up a little bit for y'all. So I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. Can y'all hear me? I mean, the topic I want to talk about today is, you know, I want to say the homeboy aspect. I think I'm gonna dive in there. So what I mean by the homeboy aspect is that I was gonna talk about, put it this way. I was gonna talk about, how us men get put in the box. That may be another topic another day. Topic I'm gonna talk about is, you know, this new era of love, basically how most black men, and I don't want to say black men because I only know myself as a black man, that we rather be with the homeboys all the time instead of, um, with our significant others. And there you see, there she is. So
You switched it up, didn't you?
I said that. Clubhouse can switch that.
All right. He didn't, but it's all right. It is what it is.
I mean, unless y'all want me to talk about the topic, I like this topic because, it's I know she has something to say about it. So
Always has something to say. Go ahead. What you got?
well, basically, what I'm saying about this topic is that, so, us men, we love having our, being around our homeboys, kicking and everything like that, which is fine and all. But there comes a time where we all have to grow up sometimes and actually uh, invite our significant others to a lot more stuff and actually, you know, not always pick them over our significant other because I ain't gonna lie, the shit does look funny. It does look funny. Now, black women like to take it to a different aspect, saying it's gay and shit. That's just a whole.
I said that before. It kind of is though. When you think about it. And there's nothing wrong with being your friends because us as women, we like to be with our friends. That's normal. That's cool, right? But if every time you getting ready to hang out with them, we never ever can get an invite, that seems a little suspicious. It doesn't even have to be, let's say, him and his homeboys or his friends or whatever, right? It's not that I would feel that he's doing something suspicious necessarily. It could just be my feelings towards them. Why do they not feel comfortable enough? Or why is everybody in its entirety not comfortable enough to allow me or someone else's girlfriend or wife or whoever to join? That just doesn't look right. But on the flip side, us as women, we will have no problem bringing our significant other, our boyfriend, whoever it is, to you at that time. So when you look at it, it just doesn't look all the way correct.
But I get the gist of it, because us men, we just like the homeboy camaraderie and shit like that. It just seems like when your significant other's there, you can't really be a man. You can't be yourself, which you actually really can still be yourself. Now, it ain't gonna be as much talking about other women and shit like that. That's what happens, shit like that. But I mean, women like football, Super Bowl, NBA Finals. Um, I was watching a fight with her, which actually was pretty cool because she's more into the fight than I was. So it's actually pretty cool. Like I ain't really ever really invited somebody that I was with out to watch, uh Super Bowl or stuff like that. So, it was something that was really unfamiliar to me. So it just became something that I actually love, love being around her and everything like that. So I mean, that's just something that I say, that has helped our relationship out these days is, being able to invite her to more things or just, her just being able to come to things. Yeah, the homeboys, we're gonna have our times, we're gonna go out, we're gonna kick it, we're gonna have fun, they're gonna do them. But still in all, that aspect that's into just inviting to more shit. It ain't gotta be everything. Just some things. It ain't even hot. It feel good shit out.
It really is. We got this new electric fireplace off subject. and it is warming the entire basement up. Anyway, go ahead.
But no, I got on my topic, had to stay with my little spiel, what I had to say, everything like that. So I had to switch it up though.
Okay, can we go back to originally? What were we gonna talk about? So what are you gonna talk about? What's going on?
How women like to put us in this box. So basically, when we was going to go work out, shout out to the boy Eric Bell. We just went to go work out with him, and I said something. I can't remember what I said, but it was like suggesting or something. She was like, "Yeah, I don't believe it," something like that. But then someone else brought it up. It don't even have to be another man; just someone else brought it up. She was like, "Oh, okay, I understand." I'm like, "Damn, I just said that." Like, it's just all us men are just put into this box. Like, we aren't experts or we really don't know what we're talking about. But if someone else gives you the confirmation, then it's good. So that's what.
I don't know why we do that. Like, when my mom was here, I used to always do this. The porn would tell me something, and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Go ask my mom." My mom would say, confirm whatever it is. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, good." But I would still, it doesn't matter. I would still go back and tell Corn, like, "You know what, babe, right." You know what I'm saying? So I still give him credit for it.
You don't know shit.
I still give him credit for it. So either way.
I understand it's the wisdom that you go by and everything like that, but like we still know, like, at times when shit don't seem right, we'll tell you like that ain't right. Fuck what you talking about. And then it happened, he was like, "Yeah, I just said that ain't gonna work like that." So I mean, it's just
because he feels like I do that, which I don't do that all the time. I do that sometimes. I'm getting better at it. So look, okay, I get both aspects of it. Like if I were to, let's say I'm looking something up. No, better example because he's gonna feel like this is some bull or whatever. And I'll just be totally honest right now. When it comes to fixing stuff, whether it's around the house, something's wrong with my Jeep, hands-on type stuff like that, yard work, he's really good at math. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I know that like I'ma ask him is to go to no matter what, right? Certain aspects like cooking, like, man, I haven't made this in a minute.
For life.
I wonder. I wonder if I was supposed to put this much or this much in there. And if he come in and be like, "Oh, thank you." Oh, okay. Let me. Okay.
Yeah, cook. And I say, "Yeah, I'm a cook." She's like, "All right, cool. That sounds like a good idea." I mean, that motherfucker. Next thing I know, 20 minutes she cooking. I'm sitting back like, "What the fuck?" Like I can't cook. Like it's not hard. I'm not a chef, but it's not hard to throw down a little something. But it's just that aspect of doing that, and I don't know if women just don't feel comfortable as to trusting a man with certain shit. I don't even really know if that's how I want to go with that, but it's like you have to have confirmation from someone else just to make it seem like we don't need confirmation. If you say, "Yeah, I know that," or "Hey, this is the reason why I say this," I'm like, "Okay, I rock with you. Okay, I get that." But us, it's kind of like hazy, like I don't really know. You're like, "Why would I lie to you?" Just don't make any sense. So that's just something that kind of bothered me when we were working out. Eric,
I know he watched me and say, "Oh, did he come out?"
I'm motherfucking good. But yeah, so that's how that topic came up, and I think I was a little heated when she did that. I went on a little rant for about a second, and she just started laughing.
It was way more than a second.
It kind of pissed me off, because I know some shit. I don't claim to know everything.
That's something I have to work on, but I can say as women, we are like we have the intuition. We have it's so much. I don't really know the exact words to say, but we just feel like, at least for me, I'm not gonna speak for all women, but probably a big majority of women, we have a certain way that we like to do things. We have a certain way that we want things done. And if I'm going to be 100% honest, when I want certain things done a certain way, or I have a question about something, I want to make sure it's 100% right. Yeah, I second guess. When it, I get that. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I know if I'm going to do something like this, he gonna turn around and do it this way. And yeah, I'm probably gonna go behind and be like, okay, that one. Let me upstairs. Okay. I don't know. It's a woman type of thing because we have a certain way that we want things done, and that kind of goes hand in hand with the whole idea of what you call it being in a box. I guess that's what you were saying, right?
Yeah, like my skills are only confined to being a mechanic. You know, like I don't have any, smarts outside of being a mechanic. You know, I'm not saying that's what she's saying, but that's not even her. That's how society puts us, African American guys and women in. So, like in my job, I'm only a mechanic, but I don't know shit about other things like politics or like people are like, it's funny when they know you know how to type. They're like, well, you know how to type into a keyboard? Like, damn, like I don't just type with one finger. Like, I don't do that shit. I've actually taken keyboard classes. Like, we all put in the box. Like, when a black woman knows something or when she just knowledgeable in anything.
Sometimes it's second. And this is kind of going into the same thing. I've worked at different places, a lot of different financial institutions, and especially being face to face versus being on the phone. People come in, they get your assistance available, but then you get a feel for, oh, okay, this is not all the time. Okay, well, I gotta go to her. I don't know if she's a woman. The things are, she's a woman, she's an African American woman, she's a black woman. I don't know if I can be reassured by her. So I'll take it here what you're saying. I won't listen. I'll hear what you're saying. Then I'm gonna, before I go, I'm gonna try to go by the manager's door and knock and be like, can I speak with you just to confirm? And thing about me is I'm always gonna make sure it's right, whether it's at work or whatever. If it's something that I did incorrect, I'm always going to be like, hey, I apologize. But that gets a little tiring too. That kind of goes in the same thing as a box, just in a different way, like being African American out here and having to deal with second guessing. Oh, okay. Thank you for telling me that. But no, basically, I was saying being African American, whether you're the male or you're the female, working in the different places that I worked at, sometimes you can feel the vibe from people. I'm a vibe person, so I can feel the vibe. I can feel it. I feel like we're gonna get along. I can feel the tension. I can feel the tension. Just off of somebody's persona or how they came up to you or how they're sitting in your face, whatever, their actions, you can tell. And just from some of the things that I've experienced, being second guessed, it really doesn't feel good. And I'm sincere. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize because it goes hand in hand a different way. So
like my boy Eric Bell said, stop. Until it is.
But yeah, so it does not feel good to be second guess when you know that you know what you're doing, when you know it like the back of your hand. It does not feel good. Boom, yeah, basically. So on live, I'm apologizing. So when it comes to other stuff, not cooking, but everything else, yes, I will. I'll ask them. I'll go with it.
That's great. You have another something.
I will. My other little thing is, like I said before in our first video, we've been together in February. It'll be 8 years. Of course, we've had our times of little breaks here and there, but overall, it'll be 8 years in February, right? So with the holidays coming up, my question that I kind of want to know is, and also this depends on all aspects. So whether you've been together for a long time, whether you're married, whether you're not married, whether you just got together, you're trying to impress one another. When it comes to buying gifts, right? Do you feel that there is a certain amount that you should spend? And for the most part, I would say for men, I guess us as women, we feel like, okay, well, it should be a nice amount. But all that depends. So do you feel when it comes to a man should spend a certain amount, at minimum on your gift as a woman, and vice versa. Do men feel like women should go above and beyond when it comes to gift giving, or should it be a mutual understanding? Which I feel like it should be a mutual understanding when it comes to that type of thing.
I got $4 for it. That's it. $4 gifts. That's it's going all around. $4 gifts. You know, she lucky. She got a $6 gift coming. She lucky. $6. I mean, take it how you want it. But I mean,
so what do you feel like when we versus now from the beginning? He would just say, he said, "No, just leave me alone and give me space." Really? Well, no, like when it comes down to gift giving, you can't always just leave me alone, give me space, even though that would be very key. So I get that.
That's when you do the Secret Santa thing for the $5 maximum.
That's cool.
That's when you hit the Secret Santa.
Do you feel like there's been a difference from the time that we first got together? We both gave each other 5 gifts. In our first year, our first Christmas that we spent together, I gave him 5 gifts, he gave me 5 gifts. You don't remember those gifts, do you? I don't remember all of them though. But I know for sure you got me a red pair of Adidas, a red pair that I wanted. They cold too. I still got them to this day.
It just, to be honest, it just depends on how the relationship going, how long y'all been together, how much y'all actually give a fuck about. Like, really, that's what it all boils down to. Like, for real, you're gonna spend the money on who you care about and who you want to spend your money on. You're not gonna spend your money on somebody that you don't see is worth your time. Which I don't get why still in a relationship if they're not worth your time. There's a whole nother subject. But you know.
So you don't feel like when it comes to men and women, is there a difference in gift giving as far as price?
No, I mean shit. I mean,
you don't?
No. A man can get just as good a gift as a
no,
woman.
They can. I get that. Of course, there's no. But I'm saying, do you personally feel like there has been a difference?
Oh yeah, because I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
some women to spend, I don't know, $300, $100, $1,000, whatever. On a gift versus the woman can just get something.
Damn right. You know, I swear most even grown-ups are more excited at Christmas than kids are. You know, because they get bags, jewelry, all this type of shit. So yeah, that's what they expect, and that's what society puts it at. You know, Christmas is a time of giving, but it's bigger than that. So, because I mean, for real, I'm cool with not getting nothing. I really don't. I'm grown, so I don't really care about getting stuff. PS5s, like for real. A PS5, I mean, you shouldn't expect it. Like you're good as a man. You're supposed to be able to provide, and that's what you do. You provide for your family.
Someone said, I feel like the man is required, expected, and requested to spend more at times because of the most part dudes fine with getting absolutely nothing. Yeah. And I feel like that's kind of what it is too now.
I'm always cool with just getting the like I tell her on my birthday, I really don't need nothing. When she come through with stuff like I don't mind not getting anything because I can buy it myself. And I know she can buy stuff herself, but it just feels good to be able to give her something for Christmas, my 2 sons. It just feels good to do that. So now people tell you like if you don't get someone something for Christmas, like say if you out on money, you down, people still expect you to get the nice stuff knowing you're down on money. Like that makes no sense to me. Like how I'm gonna get you anything if I don't have a job or if I'm not I can't provide for myself, but you still expect me to get you something.
Yeah.
Like people don't understand that you still want nice shit, or you trying to live rich, but you got, broke problems or broke money. It's not even
that type of stuff too.
It's not even that. It's like you getting all that, but you don't have any money in your savings. If something happens to your car, you can't spend that money, but that money is what you walking around on all day. Like that's so it's a difference, and literally, I don't give a fuck about it. I'm trying not to cuss. these days. It ain't working. You know, just very passionate about what the hell I talk about. But I'm just putting it out there. It ain't. So I'm just putting it out there like that. But I mean, that's what I got for you.
I will say this. I had an ex, right? He claimed to be Muslim, right? Okay, whatever. Or be into that type of thing. And Christmas was getting close, and I'm like, okay, so this is our first Christmas together. So I'm like, okay, what are we gonna do? Are we exchanging gifts? What exactly are we doing? So because he claimed to be Muslim or whatever he was claiming to be at that time, he basically said that he wasn't into doing the Christmas thing as far as exchanging gifts. Okay, but I'm a very, very nice, warm-hearted person. Yes, I have this heart and serious shit, but beyond that, there's a heart in here. And so I'm like, okay. I went search for a little gift form, and 'cause in my mind, I honestly thought, okay, he gonna give me something. I don't care if it's a card, I don't care if it's a T-shirt with my favorite artist or something on it. He's gonna give me something. It doesn't have to be hundreds of dollars. He's gonna give me something. You know what I'm saying? So I went and got him a leather jacket. Right? It was really cute. It won't sell. So that's why I got it. But anyway, so we knew sales are okay. I got a problem. I have a problem. I have a sales problem. Anyway, so down on the Christmas, I showed up at his house. We chilling. So one thing led to another. Gave him a gift. He's like, "Oh, this is dope." So he accepted the gift. Right? He accepted the gift, even though he did not celebrate Christmas, but didn't have a card, nothing for me. Which he said that, right? So that was my fault for thinking that maybe that he'd have a card or have a little something that have to be. So accepted the gift, and then it was just like, this is not good, and that was it. And I just felt like, well, damn. Like I knew we had a conversation. I get that, but I'm just like, damn, but you accepted the gift. So even if I got you a gift, you can always take things back over time. You could have been like true to what you were telling me, like, this is really nice. I want to accept it, but I don't really celebrate Christmas, so whatever, man. Take it back. I just feel like no instance when you have somebody say, I'll celebrate birthdays for you, I'll celebrate Christmases, but you get them a gift because that's the type of person you are. Like, man, you're not gonna go without a Christmas gift. You're not gonna keep it out. You're gonna do something, take every something for your birthday, whatever. But then they truly like accept the gift and don't even have to pay. That's some bullshit. Okay? Watch out for that.
I'm right there. I'm okay. All right.
No, I haven't. I feel like a lot of people, more than what we think, have probably been through that. Where somebody says because of religion or whatever, they don't celebrate whatever the holidays, and you get thank you or half, and that's it.
It's heavy handed, but I'm damn sure it almost disconnected.
That's the word.
Yeah, no, that's just not enough. But
But yeah,
yeah, so I mean, anything else?
do you have something else that you want to
Nah, nah.
add? Of course you didn't.
Nah.
He's not a type of person to be prepared. I mean, we both are prepared because of a lot of things.
So in that instance, shout out, the boy Eric Bell. Go see him. He's a good ass personal trainer. He's an asshole by the workouts he does, but it's still good workouts though. He fuck you up. Yeah, I know. Tomorrow, I'm finding some type of excuse. So
there's no excuse.
I know.
Like you didn't already messed up.
But so ain't I gotta go to work after that. But all right, y'all. That's all my nation.
We appreciate y'all watching. People that will watch later on will share this. Next time, I promise y'all, we will be way more organized, right?
I think it's better when you go off the cuff like this.
But we just going on. and stuff to talk about. But for real, I do think coming up soon, we will give a little bit more insight to a couple other things that have helped us be able to stay together because and I said I was done, right? And I'm just still talking. This is small. This will be a little snippet. Because a lot of people, like a lot of our friends and stuff, they admire us, and sometimes I really don't know why, because we have our problems just like any and everybody else. So it'll be some things that we'll talk about that I've had to learn, that he has had to learn, that things for one another to make it work. Because you cannot consistently stay the same and not mature and not become more understanding, more patient with each other. Because if you don't do that, then it's never going to work. It's not going to work. You change. After all, when I met you, I was what, 19? I was like 19. He was like 24. He was actually young then. Um, so
Call that being distinguished right now.